Okay, so I'm going to do a quick tutorial on Town Hall 10 attacking Town Hall 11s for 2 stars, but this can go hand in hand with attacking 11 on 11. Now, this attack doesn't work on every Town Hall 11, but for ones where there's a decently easy access to the Town Hall, it's perfect. And basically, what you're doing is you're bringing a 3 golem force. So you're going to have 1 golem go in and try to clear up a spot, and another golem go in and try to clear up a spot with bowlers behind, and you're trying to make the funnel. So in this case, you're trying to funnel so everything you put in here will go straight to the town hall. Now, here's the issue. A lot of times, if the town hall's in the middle, you still do this. It's the box bases where it's a lot harder to do this attack because you really have to get the funnel down right so everything doesn't just run away. But for this kind of base, you say, well, it's super easy to get to the town hall. The problem is that you want to get 50% as well. So that, you really have to plan for that. Now, one thing you always want to do is you always want to go around the base and you want to find stuff that you can pick off. So I look at this side here, which I just did. I can get this hut and I can get this camp with 1 minion. So that's 1 minion. And then if you look down here, I can get this bottom gold mine with a minion as well. And I believe I looked around the base and that was pretty much it. And you always want to start with that. Now I've had bases where I've literally dropped like 7 minions and 5 archers and picked off everything. Remember, the nice thing about this attack is that time is not an issue. So what you're trying to do then is make your funnel with the golem. So let's take a look at this here. So I start with the attack by putting down my minion over there in the corner and my other minion over here. Again, I had to do minions because the mortar would kill my my archers. I also had an extra minion, and the reason why I did that was because I wanted to make sure that I had one. If there wasn't an air bomb, 1 minion would get taken out. So when I took away 1 bowler, so I had 6 space, so I might as well bring an extra minion. With the extra minion, I just threw him on top, had him start working on that gold storage. I dropped the bowlers. Now I will drop like 6 to 8, definitely always 6, but 6 to 8 behind him. And here's the key: you need a rage. And remember, this is not a timed deal, so you can just take your time. I think I might have gone a little fast there on that one, but what you do not want to do is you do not want to set off the eagle too early. So once you get these guys down, now I actually dropped an extra bowler on accident, so I set the eagle off early. So I started panicking a little bit, but I cleared off a lot of stuff there. And again, the object here is to clear off enough to have your funnel. So now at this point in time, I've got a nice funnel into here, and I should be able to do that fairly easily. The question is, will I have enough percentage? So you have your 2 rages on the side. You have 1 rage when you enter the base, and then another rage right after that. So they go into the next rage. I always want to bring, you always want to bring 1 poison and a max earthquake. I have a max earthquake on this account, so I just bring my own and just get a max poison. But you want to drop that on the town hall to make sure, with everything around it, to make sure you get it. So here, obviously, I easily got the percentage. And there you have it. This is another common base that you see a lot. Or something close to it, to where you have this like this diamond shape where you have this. You have like a top of the base, like up here, and then you've got some narrowness here, and then you got another like bottom part. They're all very similar, and pretty much with this base, it's it's your you doing the 3 golem attack works, and you take 1 golem and you're coming up top here. You're always coming up top to take out this top area, and sometimes this area is like one big box. That's more often what you'll see than this. So you'll go in from the top with 1 golem, and then you'll always come in over here and make your funnel and get out all of this stuff here. So you'll essentially take out this, and you'll take out this, and you'll get your funnel in there. Now here's the issue with these bases: you don't want to give up a rage. You can't really afford to. So you got to wall breaker it. If your wall breakers fail, you're probably done. So you really have to be careful. Um, this was nice because this guy here really wasn't. There's only really one thing I have to worry about him. I got to worry about him, and I got to worry about him. So if you take the wall breakers and you try to come in over here, you should be good. That's the plan at least. And as everybody knows, wall breakers sometimes have a mind of their own. Once again, you got to pick off what you can. So if you look here, I've got 1, 2, 3 archers, 4, 5, 6 down at the bottom. So that's just one less bowler, and I get. Let's see how much I got here for that. I believe that the one on the bottom can get that extra one as well. 3. I get 6% with that. Now here you go. I bring the bowlers in. Now again, I wasn't paying attention for whatever reason, and what happens? Boom, the CC comes out. Now I'm like, oh great, I'm a little panicking. That could really ruin the attack. But you hope that they get on the golems and you get the poison in right away. So I drop my bowlers to go down there with that again. Most of them going on the bottom there. And because those bowlers are again coming up top, I get that golem down. The balloon's gone. The wall breakers sneak in barely right before that thing goes. I probably could have waited, but I didn't. And then you basically just drop everything else. And if you look right here, the funnel's created. There's nowhere for the bowlers to go. They're not going anywhere other than into the base. That's what you want. We're only at 34%, but we're pretty good because we should get a decent amount going into this base. Drop the earthquake, rage again. I still got my queen all the way up and her ability. Got my king ability. Just wreck this base. Here's an example of a base that is a little more difficult to do this attack on, this 3 golem bowler attack, because it's just a little more difficult to make your funnel. Now I've seen guys do it, but then it involves wall breakers at times, and this base might have been narrow enough to do it, but this is a common internet base, and a Town Hall 11 like Brad will get it every time, and in many times 3-star, which is why people don't use this base anymore. But this clan decided to use it, and Brad 3-starred him, so that was awesome. So let's look at the next base. Now here again, another base that easy access to the town hall. You don't need to get cute here. You take 1 golem and their squad into there and get the town hall. Again, the issue is getting enough extra stuff to get your percentage. Now, there really wasn't much at all to pick off on the outside. So I take a golem, I go here, and I have my bowlers behind it. And I take a golem, I go here, and I have my bowlers behind it. And I'm hoping that some of the bowlers, because this is some low stuff over here, that the bowlers can go down here and get some extra damage. And that's pretty much what happened here. Now, so let's look at how this goes here. So I start with the bowler on top because there's nothing to pick off. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Rage. Now, there's no rush. You can sit here. You can even sit here and let them all die if you wanted to, and just see how far it goes. You have plenty of time. Then I do the other side. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Rage. Now, if you notice here, because I didn't drop any archers or anything, there's no rush because the eagle has not been activated. So if you're putting down a bunch of stuff prior to the bowlers, like to pick off outside stuff, then maybe you want to go, 6 bowlers instead of 8. The bowlers started creeping up, so I dropped my golem right away because I didn't want them to die because I want to get use out of them. If the bowlers were going down the base, so if they were going this way, then I might have waited. But because they started creeping up this way, I didn't want them to just go here and die. So I dropped my golem and I started the next phase of the attack. Again, rage into the base, drop your poison, drop your earthquake, rage on top right next. So I'm sitting at 39% right here, or 40%. I know this is going to be close because it's going to come down probably to the queen, which is dead. And that's what these bases are trying to do. They're giving you the town hall, and they're hoping you just go all at it and you don't get your 50%. But we do. And there you have it. It's a very, very simple attack. Again, this is Town Hall 10 taking 11s. So you're talking about 11, taking an 11, you get the Warden, and you get extra levels on your bowlers. I mean, you should crush, and Golem, and an extra spell. So you should crush these bases with this attack as a Town Hall 11. Just use your Warden ability to go in and get the Town Hall, and make sure you have enough to take out your percentage. I hope you enjoyed the video.